Alright, so just some quick context for this video. This is a video from Speedkicks, who's like a top Tekken 8 player in previous Tekkens in America. He's doing a practice session with PhiDx, who's a really, really good Tekken player and also probably the best Tekken content creator. And this is for Sage Slam, the Street Fighter 6 version of it. And Speedkicks is trying to teach PhiDx how to properly cross-cut DP. But something kind of happens and this started a lot of discourse. So basically Speedkicks is trying to teach PhiDx how to do cross-cut DPs, and it works, right? It's doing really good. And PhiDx is doing a really great job of getting these cross-cut DPs, and he's playing on leverless too, so good on him for getting this so well. And he gets it. Jury's close to low health, but look at the bar. Jury's almost at 3 bar, right? Has no health left. Gets a throw. Receiving pressure, then gets one jump in. And basically, you guys already know what happens. This is Street Fighter 6, right? Anyway, so this started a lot of discussion because people were saying, oh, you know, this sucks for fighting games. PhiDx was doing it the right thing. He was doing the right thing. He was always anti-airing, but even though he anti-aired this like jump spamming person, he ended up losing the round because he ate one jump in. So it's not fair that the risk reward is actually in the favor of the person who's jumping rather than the person who's defending and anti-airing properly. So it's a really good point, and let's try to kind of recreate the situation and talk about what PhiDx could have done to kind of get more reward off his anti-airs, because in Street Fighter 6 and a lot of fighting games, I think the one thing a lot of people make mistakes about is getting like the anti-air or the combo is important, but what's even more important is what you do after it hits. So you should always try to find a way to like create oki situations or create pressure situations after the knockdown you get from something like an anti-air or a combo. And that's a really important part of fighting games I think a lot of people forget about, especially at like kind of mid-level or like beginner mid. And let's record Yuri doing cross up, right? All right, great. So I got the cross up DP, sorry, the cross cut DP. And then let's go like this. Let's go wake up reversal. Yeah, crouching light punch. So let's see what we can do off of this anti-air to kind of maximize our reward for getting the anti-air. All right, there we go. That works, but that's if the person recovers in place. Let's do recover backwards. Turn it one more time. Get the cross cut. There, that works. Messing up my cross cut. So that's what you can do to kind of maximize your damage and your reward off getting an anti-air DP. So the reward isn't really necessarily the anti-air or the DP itself, but what you do after it. Because look what happens if I get this. If I get an anti-air, okay, I get 1,440 damage, all right, or 1,080 if you're using the light version with Cammy. After this, like the corner carry, the damage, and the reward you get after doing like a drive rush after a DP mid-screen is way higher than the reward you'd get if you just constantly anti-aired the person. So next time you're playing this game, make sure you check out your options after an anti-air DP or some kind of anti-air to kind of maximize your reward and really kind of bring up the strengths of having a good anti-air game. If you're able to do this, it'll really help you out, and I think it's going to make your play way better. Before we end this, let's look at one quick thing. What happens if your opponent is like really like crazy? Instead of just taking your mix up or pushing buttons, they actually just reversal. What can you do? And my hands are not working today. There, so you should have that labbed out too. So doing something like faking a drive rush and then canceling it with something like light punch and then blocking to kind of bait out the reversal. Is another thing you should definitely lab and practice. Alright, so make sure you have that stuff set up. So also the spacing is going to be really important. But if it's like a really deep DP, then you're going to have more options. But if it's something really far away like this, then I mean, unless your opponent's just mashing on wake up, you're not really going to be able to establish real pressure afterwards. Again, just to reiterate, make sure you practice your oki and pressure situations after you knock down your opponent from a DP, and everything should be good. So I hope that helped you guys. If you enjoyed this video and you learned something, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel because it helps support me as a content creator. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, take care.